I know of a story of somebody who was in a car accident, and the car was completely destroyed, and they woke up on the side of the road completely fine. And they had knowing that Archangel Raphael helped them. They knew that, and they saved them from the car accident. And I know you, Inelia, have a story. I don't know if the angels were the ones who intervened when you were climbing a rock without safety gear, and you got to a place where it was just going to stay here until I get tired and drop off because you couldn't jump up and couldn't get back down.
It wasn't the angels, but it's very similar. Yes,
Yes.
It's very similar story. Yeah.
So from this story, or let's say the story with the car accident where the guy knew it was Archangel Raphael, it seems that they do have some abilities that we don't have. And if you look just at that story, it seems that they are more able and more powerful than we are.
They have different rules of engagement.
I think it's slightly different rules of engagement, but they need our agreement in order to do anything like that.
Mm.
So there's a split second in the human's experience, the person, let's say when you're going to get into a car crash, a split second where you actually do make a decision. Am I going to stay alive or I'm going to die? Am I going to be injured or I'm going to be fine? And in that split second decision, you're supported by all of reality to orchestrate your decision.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, for example, I was in Ireland and a massive door to dying had opened up for me. And it lasted about a week or 10 days or 2 weeks. I can't remember. To me, it was an eternity. Every single day, I had to close those doors. And in one instance, and it was always when I was alone in the car, so it was just me. My children and husband at the time were not involved in that outdoor. It was just me. And I was alone in the car, driving on a road that had priority over all the roads that crossed it. So it's a main road. It's in the countryside and it had trees, so you couldn't see what was coming, but you had big signs, stop signs on the other roads. So everybody had to stop, go forward a little bit, look to see if there's anything coming and then go. But I was on the road that just went. Okay. And at one junction, I was coming up and I had that split decision. But I heard it and I decided, no, I'm going to live. And I felt my foot jamming the brakes. And my car literally lifted, the back of the car literally lifted as it got to the junction. And the people behind me kind of swerved and got onto the side of it because they had to stop also. And they went, bah! Right? Because they were like, what the hell are you doing? And in all of that split second, that massive truck went past the other way, did not stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it looked like 100 miles an hour. It was fast. And then I was like, it's like, okay, that door's over for today, at least one of them, right? And it was continuous for like experiences like that for a whole week, over and over, every time I was alone, at home, in the car, in the garden. It didn't matter. It was that intense.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember I had to get out for a breather, because it was so shocking.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys behind me came up and says, oh my God, we're so sorry. We honked you because, how did you know? How did you know? You can't see, we are locals. We know you can't see that coming. How did you know to stop?
Angels, honey.
Exactly.
Angels.
Right? It was one of the angels, decision, break, right? It's like, but it was so fast. But if you unpack it, that moment in time space, it was a long time, right? In that moment of time space, outside of linear time, I had the guidance. Okay, so is this what you want? Do you want to die now? No. Okay, so let's push that brake. Okay.
Let's push it very hard, fast. Now.
Right now.
Right now, push it hardest now.
and they said, but I don't see anything, and there's people behind me. They're going to crash into my car.
It's okay.
It's okay. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Don't worry about them. Just make a decision. If you want to stay alive, you need to press that brake. Forget about the person in back. Okay.